हम साथ साथ हैं.
Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we're watching our Patreon executive producer, Beautiful Mess's request. This is Hum Saath Saath Hain, and we're on part 3. So if you're wondering where can I find the playlist where it has all the parts 1, 2, and 3, you can go
to the link below and follow that link, watch part 1, part 2, and then watch part 3 with us. So check it out.
Yeah, and then, everything will make sense.
Yes.
All right, and if you like these videos and you want to see more videos like these, then please be sure to subscribe, share, a like button, tomorrow. Oh yeah, he even changed shirts and stuff. Like, what?
ओहो सगाई के बाद इम्पोर्टेंट फोन कॉल समझा करो यार.
ये तो अब रोज का सिलसिला होगा भाई साहब.
What kind of important phone call would he get?
कुछ भी कर मोमो, एक बात ध्यान रहे, तीनों लड़कों के कमरे एक जैसे होने चाहिए.
अरे एक से तो है.
Oh, the.
मम्मी, अंकल आए हैं.
नमस्कार भाभी जी.
Wow, this guy's really playing it up.
सबसे पहले आप हमारा एक काम कीजिए भाई साहब.
जी.
आप ही बताइए, विवेक, विनोद और प्रेम, तीनों को सब कुछ एक जैसा मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं?
माफ कीजिए, अब घर के मामले में मैं क्या कहूँ?
तुम लोग तो हर छोटी छोटी चीज के पीछे पड़ जाती हो.
True, but remember they all come from like high-fi
he's going to
living.
enlist these 3 to.
हेलो,
मम्मी, मैं संगीता.
मैं तो तुझे सुबह से बड़ा याद कर रही थी. आनंद बाबू और बच्चे कैसे हैं?
सब ठीक है.
कुछ तो हो गया.
विवेक भैया है?
वो तो ऑफिस में है.
अच्छा, मैं उनसे वहीं बात कर लेती हूँ.
Oh,
If it's nothing, so why is she
she's
crying?
crying. Yeah. It's like, wow.
घबरा मत संगीता, आनंद बाबू से बात करा. कल आनंद बाबू और अनुराग बाबू के बीच क्या बात हुई, ये तो ठीक तरह से पता नहीं चला पापा. लेकिन संगीता और आनंद बाबू काफी परेशान लग रहे थे.
संगीता,
What happened?
क्या बात है?
आप तो जानते हैं पापा, हमारा शुरू से ही एक प्यारा सा संयुक्त परिवार रहा है. पर कल उन्होंने बुलाकर कह दिया कि अब हम अलग बिजनेस, अलग घर ढूंढ.
What?
अनुराग बाबू को कोई कानूनन हक नहीं बनता. हम अदालत में जाएंगे, हर चीज का बंटवारा होगा. आपको अपना हक मिलकर रहेगा जी.
जिस बिजनेस को पिताजी ने इतने शौक से, इतनी मेहनत से शुरू किया था, उसका नाम मैं अदालत में नहीं ले जाना चाहता.
Oh my gosh, his brother's basically going to take advantage of his good nature.
हमने सोचा है कि हम बैंगलोर शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे. वहाँ कंप्यूटर्स की ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री है.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 99. Yeah, definitely.
अनजाने शहर में यूं अकेले आनंद बाबू कैसे काम जमा पाएंगे?
घबराने की कोई बात नहीं मम्मी. वे हमारे एजेंट है जो कंप्यूटर्स में भी डील करते हैं. और वो चाहते हैं कि उनके साथ मिलकर आनंद बाबू उनका पूरा साउथ इंडिया का बिजनेस संभाले.
Oh, wow. That's a big job.
अपना ख्याल रखना बेटे.
I mean, it sounds like they're going to be pretty set up, though.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, again.
It sucks to be kicked out of your home and all that for sure. And that brother is horrible.
भाभी जी.
And this dude is just working it, no matter what.
During puja, like he pulls her away?
भाभी जी बड़ी घबराहट हो रही है.
क्यों?
जो आनंद बाबू के साथ हुआ, वो इस घर में हमारे साथ ना हो जाए.
Oh, of course he's going to use that. You know what's interesting? When the camera went onto her feet, normally you'd go with your right foot first, and she went with her left foot first. So I don't know if that means anything.
कारोबार की बागडोर पाकर कहीं विवेक ने भी प्रेम और विनोद को आशीर्वाद देकर घर से विदा कर दिया तो?
विवेक अपने भाइयों को जान से भी ज्यादा प्यार करता है.
माफ कीजिए भाभी जी, सत्ता मिलने पर प्यारे से प्यारा इंसान भी अपने रंग बदल लेता है.
Wow. He saw his opening and he's like, take it.
जिनके दोनों बच्चे संगीता के आंचल में पले, हमारी मुमू के गोद में खेले, उन्होंने ऐसा किया, वो भी अपने सगे भाई के साथ.
जब सगा सगे के साथ ऐसा कर सकता है मुमू.
These are like the little bad devils on
Vivek तो
someone's
सौतेला है.
shoulder.
शांति.
You're right. Vivek is a stepbrother.
भाभी जी, हमने अपनी बेटियां आपको सौंप दी हैं. अब उनका सुख सौभाग्य सिर्फ आप ही के हाथ में है.
क्या कर रहे हैं आप भाई साहब?
वार्न कर रहे हैं तुम्हें मोमो. विनोद तो लड़ झगड़ कर फिर भी अपनी बात मनवा लेगा, मगर प्रेम क्या हम उसे नहीं जानते?
Oh, that that's true. Prem wouldn't fight. Prem would be like, okay, man, whatever.
अपना अपना होता है
और पराया पराया।
Jeez. Oh, horrible. Look what she walked into. Like, these are the friends you're keeping around you.
Not good friends.
Negative
no.
Nancy's over there.
Yeah. They look for the bad in life, and they love the drama of it too.
Oh, they love the drama.
Yeah, because it gives them something instead of looking at themselves. It's like, what? This has nothing to do with you.
She is surrounded by poison right now.
Yeah. Vipers.
But I mean, they are telling truth in most families. But she's got to have
many families, yes.
She's got to have belief in her own. Mother Teresa. Like, of course, that's what he's reading. Of course, he's not even going to fight. They were right about that.
Yeah.
पापा, विवेक भैया और मैं आज शाम को वापस आ रहे हैं। अच्छा बेटे।
That looked like jalebi, not pakore.
मम्मी ने कल रात से कुछ नहीं खाया।
उनका नाश्ता ऊपर ही भिजवा दो। ममता, मेरी अभी-अभी संगीता से बात हुई है। वो खुश है। क्या कोई और परेशानी?
हाँ, बिल्कुल।
अब विवेक को मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर क्यों बना रहे हैं?
बस इतनी सी बात। क्या विवेक कभी अपने भाइयों के साथ ऐसा कर सकता है? अपने दिल से पूछो।
Well, mean people say that his power is going to corrupt him.
इस घर के 3 बेटे हैं। सब कुछ किसी एक को देने के बजाय अब तीनों का बंटवारा कर दीजिए।
ये बच्चे हमारे सपने हैं ममता। तुम इन्हें बिखेर देना चाहती हो?
किन सपनों की बात कर रहे हैं आप? हमारी बेटी आज अपने ही घर से बेघर कर दी गई है।
Yeah, well, let's not forget you actually have 4 children, so why not the daughter too? Like, you want everything to be equal.
जो तुम चाह रही हो, जिद कर रही हो, वो गलत, बिल्कुल गलत।
I would have asked what's been bringing this up.
Oh, she's. Oh. Well, he knows because, like, the whole thing that happened to Anand and his brother. So that's what brings it up. She wouldn't even be thinking.
Yes, but what would?
मुझे भूख नहीं है। जाओ यहाँ से।
Whoa.
She's holding it against her?
Yeah. Because she sees her now as someone that's going to take the whole thing away from her 2 other sons.
माँ, मैं जानता हूँ आनंद बाबू और संगीता के साथ जो हुआ, उससे आपको बहुत दुख पहुंचा है। जरा सोचो माँ, संगीता जब राखी पर आएगी, तो किस भाई के घर पहले जाएगी? मैं मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर नहीं बनना चाहता। साधना और मैं रामपुर चले जाएंगे। पापा से कहूंगा कि वो मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर प्रेम को बनाए।
Prem is probably the most, like, low-key, like, he doesn't want to fight with anyone.
साधना खाना लाई, थोड़ा सा खा लो।
Khao na.
लो।
That should have told her everything she needed to know.
ये आप क्या कह रहे हैं भैया? भाभी और आप रामपुर जा रहे हैं?
हाँ विनोद।
मम्मी भी आपके जाने से खुश हैं, तो मैं भी चलूंगा आपके साथ।
नहीं विनोद,
कोई कहीं नहीं जाएगा।
अंदर आ जाओ बाबूजी।
आइए खान साहब।
Maybe he will hold all the papers and he's basically going to keep it himself. He's going to rip them all up.
अब वक्त आ गया बंटवारे का।
बंटवारे की जरूरत नहीं है। साधना और मैं आज रामपुर के लिए निकल।
तुम और साधना कहीं नहीं जाओगे विवेक।
मैं माँ को वचन दे चुका हूँ पापा।
So you might as well tear those up now, because that ain't happening.
अपने दिल पर कोई बोझ मत रखना माँ, क्योंकि कोई माँ अपने बेटे का कभी बुरा नहीं सोच सकती।
Oof, oof, he's really putting it on, that guilt. There you go. Ashirvad de lo.
जा रहे हो, मैं रोकूंगा नहीं।
I'm so upset at those people that
Poison the thoughts.
put poisonous thoughts in other people's minds and manipulating people to behave in certain ways. That's dislike people like that.
She knows it too. She's feeling so guilty. She can't even say goodbye.
Yeah. Even feeling a little angry, I'm sure, towards mom. Like, Mom, why are you making us do this? You know, why?
At the same time, I mean, Vinod kind of wants to go back to Rampur because his girl's over there. But at the same time, the conditions are not ideal.
Right.
माफ करना बेटा, लेकिन देखा जाए तो संसार का नियम ही यही है। बंधन धीरे धीरे छूटते जाते हैं।
No, they don't have to. It's when nasty people like you cause it.
Yeah, but he didn't even get what he wanted because his daughter is going to be married to Vinod.
विनोद आज से हमें फैक्ट्री साइट पे ज्वाइन करेगा।
यस सर।
वाह!
हमारे विनोद बाबू से ज्यादा मेहनत मत करवाइएगा।
मेहनत तो इसे करनी पड़ेगी साधना, ताकि ये वापस जाकर फाइनेंस और सेल्स की भी ट्रेनिंग ले सके।
मैं वापस नहीं जाऊंगा भैया। भाभी और आपको छोड़कर मैं नहीं जाऊंगा।
She's kind of happy because she's like, that means we're going to stay in my hometown.
Yeah.
भाभी, वे लोग आ गए।
Hurry, so I can see him.
बहुत भूख लगी है भाभी।
आप हाथ मुंह धो लीजिए, खाना तैयार है।
Right on.
Right on. Full spread.
Are we invited?
जाओ, छोटे साहब को बुला लाओ। जी।
It's the thali special.
Girl, stay out of his room.
Oh no.
He fell asleep.
लीजिए।
सपने में सपना देखते हैं।
विनोद बाबू के चेहरे पे मुस्कुराहट कितनी अच्छी लग रही है।
इसके चेहरे पे तो मुस्कुराहट वापस लौट आई।
Yes, because he's close to his girl.
जब प्रेम आएगा तो उसे कैसे संभालूंगा?
भैया, मेरे ख्याल से इस बारे में अपनी बात हो चुकी है। हाँ वकील साहब, आज प्रेम आ रहा है। वही बात को बार बार दोहराकर मूड ऑफ मत कीजिए।
कृपा करके हमें अकेला छोड़ दीजिए। मुझे अपनी बहन से बात करनी है, प्लीज।
Yeah. Out. Out. Wicked witches, out.
I love her face. She's like, what have you done? Corruption.
तुमसे अब कहने के लिए मेरे पास और कुछ रहा भी नहीं है ममता।
और ये सब किसके कहने पर जीजी? इन तीन तितलियों के?
Oh, yeah.
They know.
इतना कह सकता हूँ, अपनी परिवार माला को तोड़कर आज तक कोई खुश नहीं रह पाया है।
ये मुमकिन नहीं है प्रेम।
क्यों नहीं विवेक? बेटे हम तुम्हें और साधना को साथ लेकर लौटेंगे। और फिर आज का दिन कितनी खुशी का दिन है, हैं? यहाँ आकर मौसी से पता चला कि हमारी साधना बेटी खुशखबरी सुनाने वाली है।
Oh, she mommy.
हाँ, बच्चे आने वाले।
विवेक बाबू अपना धर्म निभा रहे हैं, आप अपना निभाइए। रामकिशन जी को सारे कारोबार को आपकी जरूरत है। मौसी जी, ये रामकिशन जी के संस्कार ही तो हैं, जिसकी बुनियाद पर देखिए, दो भाई आज एक दूसरे की खुशी के लिए लड़ रहे हैं।
This staging is very specific.
He's not happy. See, and Prem's future father-in-law knows exactly who started all this because he's the one that was approached in the very beginning to say he needs to split it.
इससे पहले कि मैं कमजोर पड़ जाऊं, लौट जाऊं।
लीजिए, छोटे साहब भी आ गए।
The little fellow.
हम चाचा बनने वाले हैं। आप बड़े चाचा और हम छोटे चाचा। और लीजिए भाभी, हलवाई गली के रसगुल्ले।
सबसे पहले अंकल को दीजिए। खास इनके लिए मंगवाए हैं।
नहीं, आज हम नहीं खाएंगे।
What? For him not to eat?
एक भी नहीं।
अच्छा ठीक है, आधा खा लेता हूँ।
You can't eat half.
Yeah, right. Watch him eat the handful.
दूर रह के भी हम साथ साथ हैं।
हम साथ साथ हैं।
तेरी माँ ने जो कुछ भी किया, अच्छा या बुरा, सब तेरी और विनोद की भलाई के लिए तो किया है। प्रेम, इतना तो कोई सगी माँ भी ना करे।
These ladies are so
materialistic. Yeah.
So material. But that's the world they come from.
मैं चलूं।
प्रेम,
You disgust me, ladies.
सब कुछ वैसा का वैसा रहेगा प्रेम।
पहले सब यहाँ कुछ नहीं है माँ, न मैं, न तुम।
देखो प्रेम, विवेक भैया ने खत में क्या लिखा है?
Used the wrong
Well,
form.
not, but he's been saying up, and then here he says to, which is more casual, but.
उसके पास रहना। रुपयों पैसों में उसने रिश्तों को कभी नहीं तोला है।
That jacket is way too big
Yeah,
on him,
way
but that
too-
was a 90s style,
Yeah,
right?
very much.
Oh, jeez. It's like definitely not fitted.
बाबूजी का आशीर्वाद तुम्हारे साथ है, तो अपनी कुर्सी पर क्यों नहीं बैठते बेटा?
ये विवेक का भाई की कुर्सी।
ये बड़े भैया का अधिकार है खान साहब, उन्हें सब वैसा का वैसा मिलेगा।
तू बिना वजह घबरा रही है। प्रेम को सब कुछ समझने में थोड़ा वक्त लगेगा। Yes, darling. वैसे जो हमने चाहा, वो तो हो गया।
Has it made you happy? It made you girls happy, but not her.
हम भी देखते हैं बेटा माँ से कब तक नाराज रहता है?
Oh man.
So manipulative.
And they're like, can you get it on camera so we can get all the drama firsthand?
Exactly.
तूने सुबह से कुछ नहीं खाया है, कुछ खा लेना।
जी भाईजान।
हाथ मुंह धोकर आजा प्रेम, खाना तैयार है।
नहीं माँ, मुझे भूख नहीं है।
Dang, that's a snub. Oof.
Who did this?
What? What?
Who did this?
Oh, they must have moved
तेरा
him
सामान ऊपर वाले कमरे में
upstairs.
शिफ्ट करवा दिया है।
Yo.
Because they're making her play he's the favorite.
Yeah, so he's gonna get the upstairs room.
कहाँ जा रहा है?
अपना सामान विवेक भैया के कमरे से वापस लाने।
Oh God, the picture over the bed.
These big pictures over the bed are just a little so weird.
Oh hell, I don't understand it.
क्या माँ को इतना भी हक नहीं है?
हाँ, पूरा हक है माँ। अगर वो अपने बच्चों में फर्क ना करे तो।
मैंने कोई फर्क नहीं किया। विवेक अपनी मर्जी से घर छोड़कर चला गया।
You set up the dynamics.
She did.
And you let him go.
Right. She could have stopped him.
Yeah.
कल अगर मैं सब कुछ छोड़कर इस घर से जाना चाहूँ, तो आप मुझे जाने दोगी?
Definitely not. She would totally stop him.
Yep.
जिन प्रेम और विनोद के लिए आज तुम अपने आप से लड़ रही हो, कब के हमेशा के लिए तुमसे दूर चले गए होते। अगर विवेक भैया ने बचपन में अपना हाथ गंवाकर उनकी जान नहीं बचाई होती।
To save them?
फर्क नहीं तो और क्या है माँ? सौतेलापन विवेक भैया ने नहीं, तुमने निभाया है।
Oh.
Whoa. I mean, when you hit the root of it, it stings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
और अगर आपकी यही शर्त है कि मुझे इस घर में रह के विवेक भैया और प्रीति को साधना भाभी की जगह लेनी पड़ेगी, तो मुझे साधना भाभी की कसम मैं शादी नहीं करूंगा।
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it where it hurts. Twist the dagger.
जिस देश में बड़े भाई को पिता और भाभी को माँ का सम्मान दिया जाता है, वहाँ प्रेम उनकी खुशियों को कुचलकर अपने सपनों का महल कभी नहीं बनाएगा।
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
मैंने प्रीति को ये पहले ही कह दिया था।
That's how sure, but wow, he did know.
Wow.
And Preeti must be
She
pretty
must
sad.
be totally devastated.
तुम अगर कहते भी तो भी मैं साधना भाभी का अधिकार नहीं ले पाती। बैठो।
You're still special to her.
She'll be the first one to feed him because he still hasn't eaten.
Right.
साधना भाभी की चिंता मत करना, उनकी डिलीवरी की जिम्मेदारी अब मेरी है।
बिल्कुल नॉर्मल डिलीवरी है।
मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा मिस्टर जोशी, फैक्ट्री में प्रोडक्शन का काम आखिर रुक कैसे गया?
सर पहले आनंद बाबू संभाल लेते थे।
Oh.
आप जल्द से जल्द एक अच्छे से अच्छा इंजीनियर अपॉइंट कीजिए, वरना इस तरह तो हम बैंक के लोन्स तक नहीं चुका पाएंगे।
It's gonna bite you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
मैं आता हूँ।
Huh?
Uh-oh. Kids aren't feeling good. They miss their friend. Oh, an old-fashioned Mercury one.
Their uncle. They miss their uncle.
बुखार तो अभी भी काफी है अनुराग बाबू। आइए अनुराग बाबू, आपसे कुछ बात करनी है।
Oh, doctor's gonna lay it out.
बच्चे फूलों के समान कोमल होते हैं। अगर उन्हें घर में प्यार का वातावरण न मिले तो वे मुरझाने लगते हैं। कल तो आपने उन पर हाथ भी उठाया।
वे जिद किए बैठे थे, आनंद और संगीता के पास जाएंगे।
तो आप उनकी इच्छा पूरी क्यों नहीं कर देते?
Because I'm a mean guy.
अपने घर की सुख शांति मत खोइए अनुराग बाबू, वरना मैं क्या, कोई डॉक्टर कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा।
कुछ नहीं।
Why? Because of greed? Is that? I mean, he kicked his brother out, and the family.
Yeah, he never gave a good answer on why he kicked him out. Just said that he had to leave him.
साहब जी, आनंद बाबू और छोटी बहुरानी जी आई हैं, राधिका बिटिया के साथ।
राजू बबलू की तबीयत इतनी खराब होगी और आपने हमें खबर नहीं की। जैसे ही भाभी का फोन आया, हम तो फौरन चल दिए।
Yeah. We still love you, even though you kicked us to the curb.
Right, and they're not even holding it against him. He's just like, yeah. Dude, he looks like he's been hitting the bottle hard too.
Well, or crying, I think.
स्वार्थ में मैं सचमुच अंधा हो गया था अंकल। बिजनेस में सफलता पे सफलता मिली जा रही थी। समझ बैठा कि सब मेरी वजह से है।
You don't realize it's holistic, man.
आनंद के चले जाने के बाद मुझे ये पता लगा कि ये सफलता मेरी अकेले की नहीं, हमारी जोड़ी की है।
Yeah.
लेकिन आज हम फिर एक हो गए हैं।
सब साथ साथ रहेंगे।
साथ साथ रहना चाहिए।
विवेक भैया को कहिए कि वे वापस आ जाए।
Yeah, why are you being so stubborn? Stop. Your friends are horrible. Get new ones.
Yeah.
मुझसे बहुत बड़ा पाप हो गया भैया।
अभी कुछ नहीं बिगड़ा ममता।
तुम मेरे लिए आज भी वही ममता हो जिसने हमारे बच्चों को इतनी नेक परवरिश दी। आओ ममता, रामपुर चले, हम दादा दादी बनने वाले हैं।
Yeah. Join the festivities.
भैया मुबारक हो, आप पापा बन गए।
भैया लड़का हुआ है।
सच? Oh boy.
Oh, he wasn't even there?
Hey,
Horrible.
man.
Come on, man.
Timing was off, man.
Just looking at the factory? You didn't
Yeah.
चलिए भैया, चलो।
Well, then again, you know, there are some babies that when they say they're coming, that's it. They're there.
मैं अपनी बहू और पोते को घर ले जाने आई हूँ। चला आया, अपनी माँ से एक बार भी नहीं पूछा कि मेरा कसूर क्या है।
That's some apology, I guess. I don't know.
Kind of.
It's like
There's
you
a
left and you
little
didn't ask me.
blaming too. No.
Yeah.
A little guilt, a little mother guilt.
For sure.
You know, it's like.
सावधान, खानदान के चश्मो चिराग तशरीफ ला रहे हैं।
लाइए पापा, मुन्नी को हमारी गोद में। सबसे पहले पापा की मम्मी की बारी है। लाइए। ओहो।
So cute.
मुन्ने को प्यार करने का हक तो बड़े चाचा चाची का भी है।
एक दिन मेरी खातिर माँ के सामने आपने एक कसम ली थी। आज मैं चाहती हूँ मेरी खातिर आप एक कसम और ले।
Do it.
चलिए, हार पहनाइए। मम्मी।
Oh, mommy? Wow. He's such a mama's boy.
He is.
He's like, my turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it like a double wedding? Like a twofer?
Wow.
A 2 for 1?
चलिए यार, पहना दिया।
She's gonna hold out.
He's like, okay, it's done.
Stop. Don't do this to me.
भाभी जी, इस खुशी के मौके पर मैं उरई के गुलाब जामुन और संडिले के लड्डू लाया हूँ। माफ कीजिए भाभी जी, आज तक मैंने जो कुछ किया गलत इरादों से किया।
Oh, you're gonna own it?
Yeah.
अम्मा रामकिशन जी सच कहते हैं, ये सब संस्कारों का खेल है।
Oh, what is she gonna hold on?
No,
I think
that-
she's
come
gonna
on.
shoo him away. What are they gonna?
She sent her bouncers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he got his hand up on his own. I wonder how many takes they had to do that they didn't bonk their heads together.
Right.
Nice.
Hum Saath Saath Hain.
So that was pretty nice, and it was kind of actually, once I knew the director's reputation, like I was saying in the beginning, right, when we watched Vivah, it followed almost the same sort of thing, like different story, but what I mean is that people were just so perfect. It showed family values, it showed, like the culture and all that sort of stuff of the ideal situation of the family, how they were all stronger together in a way. And people were there was like a test in that one, and then they passed it. Here there was another test that would like shake the bonds of the family, but they stayed together. And what was really nice, there's maybe it wasn't meant like this, but what I picked up on is that the deity that they kept praying to and stuff is Ramaji and Lakshmanji and their Sita, right? And so the thing is that when Rama was exiled from his kingdom, Lakshman followed him and stayed with him, and they stayed together, and their bond was like stronger, right, than that. And then he stayed together until they were welcomed back into the into the palace, right?
right.
Until all of that. So when I'm watching this and I'm seeing them and they're praying, like it's almost that whole sticking together, and especially when Vivek went to Rampur and Vinod went with him, it was that whole same kind of thing that he's leaving, but Vinod is like, no, I'm sticking with you until you're welcome back.
Right.
And so it was an interesting parallel between that and the story. So, you know, and it was interesting that you picked up on the fact that he wasn't her son, that he was this like a stepson, because through all this, like even I was like, oh, well, Prem is obviously her favorite.
Right.
And maybe with that she knew, because Prem is actually her oldest and
oldest,
son, right?
And we've seen stories where the mother has a difficult time for that.
Yeah.
So.
But here, like for the most part, I wasn't totally convinced that he wasn't her son up until like that point. But you were like picking up on like these subtle things and the things that they were saying and stuff, which is pretty cool that you were able to catch that. Because me, I'm like, oh no, she's doing a pretty good job. You know, they all seem like a very strong family, and they were until she had those like evil friends.
Those are the little devils that sit on your shoulder and make you doubt what is good in the world. And you know, I think I said at a certain point, you know, it's the haters that are always, they hate on good stuff. That's their purpose in life, is if I can't have good, I'm going to hate on it and I'm going to tear it down. And you know, and they themselves have not ever really experienced the good to a level of where they don't do that, and they don't go down negative holes and other things like that.
I think you're giving them too much credit. I think they just like the drama. Because these are the aunties that were like, you know, ooh, let's stir something up.
Let's stir the pot.
You know, exactly. Because there are some people like that, you know, they might be okay with their own family, but they're just like, my family's too perfect. I need to get some entertainment in my life.
Wow.
And then they'll use other people as entertainment, and they'll like get in, like sneak their way in and start like wedging and stuff. You know? Who knows?
I do kind of know some people like that. So yeah, I get it.
But you know, for the most part, this was interesting. You know, like the acting was pretty good. You know, sometimes though, and I think it was a thing in the 90s, because a lot of the movies we're seeing in the 90s, kids like Vinod, like how old do you think he was? He was like maybe 20, around 20, early 20s, maybe
early
something
20s,
like that. But his characterization of it was like very kiddish, like, you know, how he was joking around. It was almost like school kid, right? Like 5th grade, 4th grade, something like that. Like that is how he was like acting. But a lot of them were.
Yeah, but a lot of times you know, the youngest kid gets to be a kid a whole lot longer.
I don't know, man. I'm the youngest of 5. And I mean, like, if I was acting like, I don't know, I was always called out by my parent, like, because it was very strict. They're like, why are you acting like you're in 5th grade? And so, right? So it was like very strict. You know, but I find a lot of the times back in this like era in the 90s and stuff like that, like a lot of the times children were portrayed like no matter how old they are, they act like this. And then the way he behaved with Sapna, it was the same sort of thing, right? She was always acting like, and maybe it's because when they were together in the same room, like they were transported back to when they were kids, right? So they act like that.
Well,
but
remember
at the same time,
when she showed up and it was with the sister. She showed up and they ran off like 2 little girls, you know, on the playground. You know, I got to tell you about the boy I saw and all that.
But
you know,
I don't know. So that was the when you know.
It was, I think, a whole bit of a lot of maybe hyper stereotyped, you know, kinds of, because you know. Prim, we made comments several times. He's so incredibly bashful and shy and sensitive, and you know, and then that's a certain type. And then yet, Vivek is very, you know, he is that strong firstborn leader.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a lot of those kind of stereotypes that he they had very specific characters, and they played them very well. So you know, and again, mom and dad even were in a way some of their own characterizations as well too. So, but overall, I thought it was actually a pretty good story arc, and I liked it, and I loved just a lot of the visuals, the weddings and the outfits, and you know, the just the progression of some of these visuals to make it seem so you know, engaging. So I liked that a lot. So.
Yeah, I loved how all the three brothers had their own sort of thing, you know, that defined them. As you said, Vivek is like the leader, and he acted like that. And Prem is like the very shy kind of lover boy sort of, you know, which fits his name.
Yeah.
And then Vinod was the jolly, lucky, like playful, like, you know, boisterous sort of, you know, he's getting into troublemaker sort of thing.
Yeah.
But so I kind of like and name like how people are named, because Sapna, you know, is like a dream, and then so Vinod, like she kept showing up in his dreams.
Yeah.
So I really like that, you know, that whole play. For me personally, I think there's probably just maybe too many songs here. Maybe if they would have cut some of that out. But again, this was about celebration. Like it was going from one event to another event to another event to another event, and it was like we started with an anniversary, and then right after the anniversary was like this engagement, then the wedding, and then another engagement, and then another engagement. Then it was like going out there, and then, you know, then it was the Rakhi, and so it just was like one thing after another, and, you know, but every single one was like music. I think there was like more musical numbers in this movie than there was dialogue. Interesting, you know, because I was like just
well, but some of the musical numbers I think were very much dialogue in themselves.
Well, they are, because here like a lot of the musical numbers. So this was a musical in a way. How in the music numbers they were progressing the story. They were showing different things, and I understand that. But at the same time, it's like it almost gets like, okay, here's another one, you know. And I think that the dialogue worked really well, and I really liked the dialogue when there was dialogue. I thought it was pretty meaningful and intense. So I think just for me personally, I'm not saying the numbers were bad, the song numbers. I mean, there was just a lot of them.
Yeah.
And they were gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh.
The bus.
The
I
girls.
love the yellow bus.
That was fun. The ABC song was really fun.
It was the ABC song.
Yeah. And, you know, so I did. So a lot of the numbers were a lot of fun, and it was great. But the costumes, oh my gosh, how they were all dressed up was like all the ladies were just so
And
beautiful.
remember, we made mention on the gents their outfit, how they represented them individually as well too there. So again, I think there was a lot of well thought out imagery, symbolism, behaviors. Okay, and again, culturally, I'm all the time learning new little things. Like you said, she stepped out with her left foot instead of her right foot.
Well, that's something that I kind of learned because it's not as, you know, it's not as big in my family with that. But when I went south on this last trip to India, I mean, I was watching, but it was a very religious family that I was staying with and around, and you watch them, they will never step through a doorway with their left foot first. Always right foot first.
So it's put the right foot forward.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you know,
we have that expression.
Yeah, so, but the thing is, and then I started catching on, and then I started watching like everyone, and you know, when they go into the temple, out of the temple, you know, they're always right foot first, right foot first. And here they made a specific camera cut to cut to her feet. She put her left foot in first, and then she entered the room. And then that moment, I knew, I was like, something
This is going to be dark, man.
Yeah, I'm like,
and
something's
it was
not
dark,
going.
man.
Yeah, and it was, and I mentioned
bad.
it. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
And even
but
the room was dark, and they kept using these color variations that were more on the darker side of colors.
Cold colors with blues and purples and stuff, for sure. But at that moment, like when she walked in, I even mentioned, I'm like, oh, something's not right here. Like they cut to the foot and the left foot first. Like, what are we doing? Like, okay.
She took a wrong turn, a wrong step.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know if they meant that. Like, is that, do you guys think that was something that they meant? Because they purposely cut to her feet.
Yeah, you generally don't show people's feet unless
and then
there's
something
a blessing.
Dark did happen. So I think that was part of it. But there's lots of symbolism.
There was lots of symbolism, lots of cultural things in terms of. I even noticed like when sister-in-law came in, you know, there was a movement of one of the betrothed out of the chair so that she would sit. you know, and little things like that I'm learning all about.
There's a lot of hierarchy.
Yeah.
And then how, because even when, you know, the older brother married her, but she's technically younger than one of the brothers.
Exactly.
But you'd still take her because she's technically an older relation because she's married to your older brother.
Exactly.
So, yeah. There's a lot of hierarchy, things like that. And then it's also, there's a ton of stuff too, because in my family, they're very strict about who touches whose feet. Like if you're married into the family and if you're from like a paternal side or if you're from maternal side. So yeah, there's a lot of cultural things and this movie showed a lot of it.
And I appreciate that, and it helped me understand that, you know, in lots of ways that also helps them understand, you know, the order of things and helps them build their bonds and keeps them united.
Yeah.
So it's that unity of
Saath Saath.
Yeah. Saath Saath. It's that unity of thought, of behavior, of love, and all that sort of stuff that helps them stay together as a great family.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So what are you gonna rate it though?
I'm gonna give this an 8.
Okay.
No, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. It was. I know that maybe you know a lot of people are like, it's so dated and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
But
I mean,
I'm like, I liked it. I actually liked it. You know, in a way, it was kind of at first I was like, oh wow, everything's perfect here. Everything's perfect.
Well, that's
and I'm like going, okay, what's gonna happen? You know what? You know what terrible thing's gonna happen for the drama point here?
Yeah, because there's got to be at least a little drama. I mean, just like in Vivah, it was, you know, the fire and the mom, because remember in that one, it was the mom seeing her not as a child because they kind of brought her in because her parents died. So again, it was kind of like this orphan in a way that they were like raising, but they were supposed to see her as the daughter and, you know, or at least part of their family. And then so when she saved her own personal daughter and got caught in the fire herself, and then she got burnt. So that was kind of the drama in that one. Whereas here, it's the same sort of thing. Like, do you really see me as your child, even though like I'm not related to you by blood? And so it's kind of, there are similarities to that. For me, of course, like it's from the 90s, so it's going to feel dated, and the editing wasn't as tight as it's modern. So this is a little bit dated editing style, and I'm not going to hold any of that against it. But for me personally, I like more character arcs in a way. And sure, the mom kind of had a character arc in a way, but still she claimed that it wasn't her doing it. She's like, you left and you didn't even ask me. Like, should you
Like
leave?
I said, it was a bit of mom guilt thrown back at him as an apology. I was like,
for sure.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like, so even for her, she's like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, you left and you didn't even ask me. I was just standing there like, oh, you're just gonna go? And I was just like, okay, girl.
I saw you from the balcony.
Yeah,
you
but
left.
Everyone else was kind of just the same character they were from the beginning to the end. I mean, Vinod was still like a troublemaker, like goofy guy. Prem was still the quiet, shy type, and Vivek was still the leader, like, you know, leading the family and stuff. So I don't really think there was like much character arc through the whole thing. And the drama was just like this drama that was like, okay, there are some big issues in the world, and this is what you guys are gonna like cry. Like, I mean, I get that it's sad and you want your family to stay together and stuff, but I mean, I thought they were gonna go whole poverty situation, because Prem saw these people living like without as much as he has, and I thought the movie was going to go more in that direction. I thought Prem was going to take over the mantle, and then in Rampur, and then he was going to start doing this like humanitarian sort of deeds around Rampur and start some program, I don't know, use his brain or something. He was studying abroad and come back and use some sort of methodology, but it just was like, oh, I saw that and I feel bad about it. And then Vivek says one thing and says, well, then do something about it. He's like, good idea. But then we never went back to the topic again. So that for me was just kind of like a, I thought that is what, because it was almost near intermission when that happened. So that's usually where maybe like something is introduced and then it'll start like figuring something out. But here it was just like, it kind of seemed just like in the last 30, 40 minutes, that drama happened, but the drama wasn't even stuff that was like a big issue in the world. It was just kind of like, oh, my son's not going to be the leader, but he's the oldest, so he's entitled to it. And so for me, it just almost seemed like elitist sort of problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, it was like, sure, it's a problem in the family, and I get it. You want your family to stay together, and there's like ritual, like customs and stuff like that you want to follow. But at the end of the day, it's kind of an elitist problem to have.
Very few families would have that issue.
Where the common man wouldn't like relate to this. Like I don't even relate to this. I mean, that is like so hi-fi living where it's like parents are like millionaires and stuff, and it's like, who do I leave my fortune to? Really, this movie could be summed up like the issue would be like, I'm a millionaire and I have so much money to leave my children, but which one do I leave it to? You know, so for me personally, that's why I'm just like, but I get it. This director also, I think what I was told, he focuses a lot on family values. So here, that was the main point, and I did like it. It was entertaining, despite there not really being any issue. Like, all the characters were perfect in a way, except for the three friends. But other than that, and then the one father-in-law that, you know, Sapna's dad.
Started the whole...
Yeah, Sapna's dad was, like, in there. So, like, even him, maybe he had a bit of a character arc, because then he turned around and was like, sorry.
He owned it.
He did. He said sorry.
I was like, whoa, okay.
So, but I was still entertained despite all that. So I'm going to give it a 7 because I think that the family values and stuff were there and was nice, and I like all the cultural stuff and you know that they went through and making a point about it, and you know, so it was good, and the acting was really good, and whoever was on that costume design was just on point. I mean, it was
beautiful
gorgeous.
colors.
Even set design was really nice.
Inset, the detail. Oh, it's just. Yeah.
And this was our third movie of Karishma Kapoor, and I really think that so if I had to rank, like, so far of the movies that we've watched, I think I'd put Zubaida at the top, and then I'd put this one, and then I would put Hero Number One. Just because Hero Number One, it was just that typical. Like, now she was good in it, but here she was, like, really good. She had this character, and she played it, and she had all these, like, different emotions and stuff. So, I mean, through all of that, I think she's been very strong. I've been happy with her performance and everything we've seen her in so far. So this was our third movie of hers. And, yeah. I was surprised that actually Salman Khan didn't have much of a role. Like, he was more of a side character in here, you know, and he didn't have many lines. But when he did have a line, it was good, but it was mostly his eyes. But the thing about him is his looks.
Smoldering eye looks.
Smoldering,
that just like, I'm like going, dude, who are you doing that to?
Exactly.
Man, you're like giving me vibes.
He's giving everyone vibes. Like, the dude just looks over the whole room like.
And you're just like, who's he looking at?
Oh, hey. And then you find out he's just looking at the chart table or something, you know? And I'm just like, whoa, dude, okay. He's just hungry. But, you know, seriously, I was thinking that. I'm like, dude, every face you have looks like you're, like, seducing somebody.
Yep.
That was his character, maybe. That was the direction. Hey, your guy, just have a resting seduction face. Right? Anyway.
RSF.
All right. Well, thank you again to our Patreon executive producer, Beautiful Mess, for this request. It was a fun one. And, you know, it definitely was interesting to watch. Like, everyone's acting was fun. And, you know, sometimes with the ones in the 90s, we do have a little bit fun seeing something that's dated. And it's fun to look back sometimes and see how far, you know, the industry and style and everything has
Computers came.
Yeah, computers. Oh, that computer. When I was watching,
I was like, oh my goodness.
I had that same keyboard. Anyway, so thank you so much. And if you like these videos and you want to see more videos like these, then please consider subscribing, sharing, a like button, but thapad maro.